All right, guys, well, I'm back today with a brand new high value and budget rifle mounted lighting system that really has blown me away at the quality and performance at the price. I've been waiting for a product like this for a while now, just a solid weapons lighting solution with an M-LOK mounting system, pressure switch, and other options in the box, but at an affordable price. This one actually comes in at $70. But on top of that, because it's a new release from Monstrum Tactical, and I specifically requested this to try for the channel, they've created a discount code for my users for Amazon that drops the price right at about $55.99 with free Prime shipping, and it's available in both black and FDE. This is probably one of my favorite rifle lights I've tested in a while, not necessarily because it's the best rifle light that I've tested, but it is really darn good and that price. It's very hard to get something with this quality, this level of just overall execution when it comes to the pressure switch, the mounting system, and the cable routing included in the box, again, for such a good price. Now, because of the price, I probably tested this rifle light a little bit more than I would normally other rifle lights because I wanted to make sure it was good before releasing it to you guys and kind of letting you know my thoughts and opinions. So I initially took it out for the first range trip, and it was actually drizzling and raining, and I recorded that under slow motion for my very first test to see if it would skip on or off under recoil. A lot of high value and budget rifle lights will skip on or off because the battery is jostling around, making disconnections in the lighting system, and some pretty darn good lights actually do that and still function good, but it's also an indication of build quality, and this one did not skip on or off. From there, I actually brought this rifle to the range a few different times to actually test the upper assembly itself, then to test the optic, as well as to test the light one more time, making a total of about 4 or 5 range trips with a lot of rounds downrange at each trip, with no failures or issues with the light, actually running off of the original charge because this is a rechargeable light with the USB-C charging port on the side. Now, what I did notice right off the bat when it comes to failures with the light is the battery compartment itself, the charging port itself, is a rubberized piece that protects it from like rain, but this will pop out while shooting. Now it's actually attached to the light itself, so it just kind of flops open like that, which I just don't like, so I taped over it. But that was actually like the only issue I found with the entire setup. Everything locked up rock solid. It was just that simply that rubber plug would kind of pop out while shooting. That was annoying, so I electrical taped over it. But the cool thing about this light is not only is it going to be robust and work in a lot of different conditions, but it's also IPX6 waterproof rated, so it's going to be great if it is raining or you drop it in a puddle or something like that. You don't have to worry about the light having issues, so this is really good. And actually, again, one of the range trips I used this on was raining. Now, inside the box itself, you get the light. You also get this M-LOK mounting system, which is pretty cool because this is a pivoting design that you put tension on with the Allen key that's included, so it can actually rotate around and you can flip it on either side, left or right, with this offset mounting system. And it's just beautiful the way it interfaces with the rail. It like perfectly hugs the rail system tighter than any other light I've used, and that's all due in part to this entire M-LOK rail system, especially with these hex rail systems that a lot of companies are doing, including KAK and Palmetto State Armor. You can actually offset it or shift it here, flip it down the other way. It's pretty darn cool that they include that. On top of that, they also include the pressure switch or a clicky tail cap right here, so you can either run your thumb and clip that here or use this switch, and this switch works incredibly well. No matter where you press on the switch, it activates it, and it also clips to the pick rail, so this is great. It also has a permanently on switch at the front that you can click and do permanent on. A second click drops it down to low mode, and then a third click turns it off. Now, at any point in time, if you don't want to go to low mode, you click that, it turns it back off. So you can temporarily clear corners, look around like that, or you can, again, cycle through those modes up front. Now, this is actually a 2400 aluminum maximum output, and this thing throws a beam at an incredible distance. It also has a really nice center spot and a flood around that center spot. So it's good for inside your home for CQB shooting, but this thing throws a beam probably further than any other weapons light I actually have mounted up right now. other than the Odin Turbo or the Odin Tac, which is designed to throw a beam at a distance, but the MSRP on those guys is right at about $150-ish dollars. So you're looking at way less than half the price, actually a third of the price for that, and you get all of these things in the box. Now, the thing on this light is it's 2400 lumens for 3 minutes, and then it's going to knock down to 1000 lumens. But that 1000 lumens is still incredibly potent at a distance. And I was shining this to the tree line at 125 yards and could make out every single thing I wanted to with an entire flood around that center spot, lighting up pretty much my entire 2-acre backyard. Then I stretched this out to about 300 yards and could easily get that beam 300 yards. And past that, I just don't see any practical applications for a rifle-mounted light, but hey, it can do it, so you might as well have it. I also love the fact that this actually came with wire routing cables ties in the box. You can clip these to the M-LOK rail system and route the cable so you can clean everything up. Again, just a great addition to this entire setup, and we are talking $55. If this doesn't sell out, I'll be incredibly surprised, because it is one of my favorite rifle lights right now to just put on a rifle because it works. I mean, I'm trying to find something wrong with it at this price. I really am. I've run this a lot more than I usually would. I've taken it into different lighting scenarios, and I've tried it in a wide variety of scenarios, including the rain, and it works. Nothing has failed with the pressure switch. The cable routing stuff is awesome, and the mount is still locked up rock solid, no issues there. Again, the only thing was this charging port door kind of pops open when it's shooting. It doesn't fall off. It's attached to the light itself, but literally that's the only thing. If we could resolve that, I mean, this is a perfect light for the money. Or actually even just, it's a great light. I mean, I just really have zero complaints about it. So I can't wait to continue to shoot this down at the range. I'm probably going to try to get a couple of more to put on a few different builds, including FDE, just because I really want to get some rounds down range with them for long-term testing and evaluation, because that's what we do on the channel. This is a solid light. Again, all of the information, linking, and discounts will be in the description below, and those are Amazon affiliate links. So if you decide to purchase something using those links, it helps out the channel at no extra cost to you, just brings you right to the sale. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.